Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. The old guard WNBA media, slowly yet surely, they're looking around and they're starting to realize not too many of them left. Where's all the old guard media? Where'd they go? Now, of course, there's still some old guard media platformed by the legacy media. We have the fools over there at NBC Sports, right? Natalie Esquire. We have the CBS crew. We have the Ringer crew. We have this person and that group and this. We have ESPN and oh boy. And it seems as if some of the older guard are starting to ask, where are the opportunities for us? Where are the opportunities for some of the OGs? And it's kind of funny how OG stands for original gangster, yet in the WNBA world, OG stands for old guard. I kind of like the parallels there, folks. I enjoy the parallels. What are we talking about? No shade at all to the new hosts and producers doing amazing work in the women's basketball media space right now. But does no one see how limiting conversations can be when the team collectively has less than 5 years of women's basketball or WNBA knowledge? Where are the opportunities for the OG? Sabria Walker, she's made an appearance on this channel once or twice. Never for the right reasons, but she is an old guard and she was formerly credentialed by the WNBA, so I guess she can speak on this. So let's break this down, shall we? No shade at all to the new hosts and producers doing amazing work in the women's basketball media space right now. No shade at all, folks. If you see or hear or read no shade, just be expecting shade to be following. Shade is lurking right around the corner if it starts with no shade at all, but does no one see how limiting conversations can be when the team collectively has less than 5 years of women's basketball or WNBA knowledge? And this is where it gets good, in my opinion. When the team collectively, back to the first paragraph, hosts and producers, she's not talking about any of the single channel YouTube shows or the single channel podcasts or the single individual people covering women's basketball. Folks, this tells me she is simply talking about the people on either CBS, USA, NBC, TNT, True TV, ESPN, Fox Sports, The Ringer. She is talking about teams, hosts, producers. She is talking about the same people that she probably rubbed elbows with when she was reporting on the WNBA, when she was covering the WNBA through her illustrious 15-year career of covering the WNBA. Where are the opportunities for the OGs? Where are the opportunities for the OGs? Folks, correct me if I'm wrong. I was raised that you don't sit idly by and you wait for opportunities to come to you. The way I was raised, you go out, get active, and you make opportunities happen. You go out, be creative, and you make opportunities occur. You create opportunities yourself. You don't sit and you wait for luck. You go and you make your luck. If I was to take my hands and sit on them and wait for opportunities to just come rolling to my doorstep, guess what? My hands will be very warm. After about 40, I'll be sitting on my hands till the cows come home. So where are the opportunities for the OGs? What OGs? Let's actually ask that question. What OGs are we talking about? An OG like this? An OG that says the amount of current and former black male athletes putting on their capes for Caitlin Clark, it's a putrid smell, I tell you. OGs like that. That guy works for CBS Sports, by the way. That guy covers the WNBA for CBS Sports. Are we talking about him? An OG like Chris Williamson. You think that ideology like that, thoughts like that has a spot in women's basketball? Yeah, maybe on the YouTube side, but platform on CBS? No, you're a joke. What else, Chris? The reason why a lot of people don't rock with Sabrina from the outside is because she leans into her white privilege for her benefit and doesn't use it to amplify, uplift her black coworkers in the W and more. This is based on public incidents. OGs like that says that Sabrina leans into her white privilege. What? Where? What are you talking about? That person needs to be platformed on CBS. That person needs to be platformed on a legacy network talking women's basketball. There's a spot for that, maybe on YouTube, but on CBS. OGs like that? Or are we talking about OGs like that? What else are we talking about? Natalie Esquire over there at NBC, who goes back and forth with the person calling Caitlin Clark white bread? Are we talking about OGs like this? Natalie Esquire, who gets an interview with a head coach and doesn't listen to a single word he has to say during the interview? Natalie Esquire, somebody who said that Chelsea Gray, no disrespect for you, Chelsea Gray hobbled, injured, barely being able to run down the court on an injured ankle is better than a fully healthy Caitlin Clark 20 games in? That person, an OG like that? That's very interesting. That is very interesting. What about these OGs? What about these two OGs? Cheryl Swoops and Cindy Brunson. What about a couple OGs like that? Cheryl Swoops who makes up lies. Cheryl Swoops who can't even hide her hatred. Cheryl Swoops who at every turn will do what she can to downplay, diminish Caitlin Clark's achievements. OG like that is an OG who got fired from being a head coach because she bullied 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old women. OGs like that? Is that who needs opportunities here? Oh, how did I forget about Cindy Brunson? Cindy Brunson, who goes out of her way to make fun of women's basketball players at a collegiate level. OGs like that. Very interesting. Very interesting. See, these people don't even understand what they're talking about. What about an OG like yourself, Sabria? You guys are going to love this. I'm not going to hold y'all. I don't know if I can stomach a Lynx Liberty finals. I'm so sorry. It's great for basketball minds and analytic nerds who want to break down offense for sure, but that's not how my brain processes it. I like storylines, certain teams, players, and spiciness. Oh, you're in it for the drama. You're in it for the headlines. You're in it for People magazine. You're not in it for the sport. You're not in it for the game. You're not in it for basketball. You're in it to find out who's dating who. You're in it to find out who has some spicy behind the scenes gossip to tell you. And you're going to go off and say that you've been covering this league, you followed this league for 15 years? OGs are absolutely pathetic. Very disappointing. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Appreciate all of this support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. OGs like who? Like you guys see what we're talking about? You wonder why people turn their back on you? The house of cards is crumbling around them. Old school media has insulted, shut out, and blocked so many new fans. They are now being left behind and has the old guard scratching their head. Why? Yeah, you need to ask yourself, why? And better yet, why do you deserve the opportunities, OGs? When we look behind the curtain and we see the OGs, it's more like, oh, please. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.